Friends, family, fans, we are back, baby, for another episode of Back Nine Bets. Episode 120. Hawaii 2025. That's the name of the title. Don't worry, 2025 will be better year of titles. That one was just a bit of a rough one. It is what it is. It's New Year's Eve, people. Happy birthday to the 2024, 2025 year, whichever one you want to call birthday. We're having ourselves a party. I see we've got some people showing up into the chat here slowly. Hit that like button as you come on in. Let me retweet this real quick that I am live because it is the year of the 2025. We are going to have ourselves a great year. We're going to have ourselves some winners. We're going to continue to crush the placement markets. It's going to be a fun time. So we go into the SENTRY. I've got some fun, exciting news for you guys because, Joanne, it was my birthday yesterday. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. First birthday as a dad. First New Year's, I'm not going to be drinking severely. You know, we'll have a few twisted teas on the show, but nothing too crazy. But on my birthday, I was grinding my ass off, folks. I'm providing you guys with awesome stuff over at Rotoballer. I'm telling you right now, you cannot go wrong with the stuff I'm going to show you. We have some delightful tools. So as always, link is in the description below. You're going to see my model. You've got my model. Let me zoom in here and get you guys over here. You're going to get this bad boy for yourselves. So you're going to see exactly what we're using the whole show. Over here, we've got all the returns. We've got the finishing rates. We've got all the statisticals going right across the board here. We've got course history going on. We've got recent form going on. We've got par 5 scoring, all the crap that you need. And then you've seen me on this show. If you are a regular over here, you've seen me do similar stuff like this. Now I've got us a tool, baby. I have got us a tool to do placement bets some more because we love placement bets. That's what I am the best at when it comes to betting compared to outrights. But this is going to be a different year with the outright market. Don't you guys worry. But take a look at this. So now at Rotoballer, you can go and get this tool, use it for yourself. You can enter whatever odds you have for your own golfers. You can figure out, okay, I'm not going to show you this every single week, but this is available to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But on the show, we're going to go through some stuff. So we've got some bets that we've got in the top 5 market, top 10. Maybe we're going to leave a top 20 alone, but we're going to see how this goes. We've got this placement market for you wrapped up. As always, you can see the average finishing rate for people in the different markets. We've got the bets and their implied odds. When you type them in over here, it tells you what the odds are, and then you can compare. It also uses some of the rankings to figure out some stuff, and then it gives me the edge over here. This is what I've been using to make money 3 years out of 4, baby. So we are looking good. But wait, there's more. And while I'm doing this, I need to actually open up something else because we've got a lot to talk about here. Here's the placement tool. This is the matchup tool, sorry. So we are going to be speaking about some Bet 105 here in a little bit. Don't you guys worry. We've got tons and tons of matchups to go through. But over on my tool, we've got the Maniacs matchup tool, friends. So as we're going through here, you can type in your odds, you type in your golfer. If you don't know how to spell these names, it's got a drop down for you. You're going to put in tournaments, round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. And then it's going to pop out a matchup rating, my Maniac odds that I suggest they should be, and a value. So we're going to cruise through these matchups a little bit later in the show. We're going to do all of this wonderful stuff. And then I want to show you some even more fantastical stuff. Now, I just had a child, so I've been busy. And I've been busy producing content this week, so I haven't had time to work out one kink that's stopping this from getting onto the website. It's kind of pathetic that that's the situation. But I have, for you, awesome toolages. Now, what is on the website is this that I'm showing you right now. It is over there. This is, heck am I here? I'm going to need my stuff to show up. There we go. Here's Aldrich. So we can do some deep dives later on at the end of the show. You guys hit me up in the comments, and I'll pull up your favorite DP Corn Ferry Tour guy, and we're going to go check them out. This is data that I've sucked in from all sorts of sources. It's specific to DP World Tour Corn Ferry Tour rookies who will be playing this year. So you've got all of this stuff going on. There's tons and tons of stuff going on, and we're going to be using actually the profile by round and the profile by event to kind of research some guys as we're going through our bets tonight, because this is back 9 bets, and we are here to have a party. Good luck in 2025. Let's have a great freaking year. Cheers to all of you. Anthony in the chat, T-Dak planning on making golf my bitch again this year. This is the kind of commentary. And bitch again, not just my bitch, a bitch again. So that's love to hear that, T-Dak, my main man. Just got off the water, Jeff, my main man, as Kevin, sorry. Got off the water, no fish, but not a bad time. Like they say with golf, dude. A horrible day on the golf course is better than a good day in the office. So took care of the garden. Now I'm going to go listen into some golf content. Beautiful stuff. Carl Phillips season. Hey. My main man, T-Dak, knows what's up. All right, so let's get back to business here. Let's talk some outrights. We've got some winners. Like T-Dak says, we're going to hit some absolute banana winners here. So let's get Tom Hoagie out of here. So this tool is going to be, I promise you, I'm not going to sleep until this is ready. I can guarantee you by the Sony, potentially tonight. We will see how much my child sleeps. But there's 1 or 2 things that's just not letting me get this onto the website. It won't refresh for me. But here we are. It's a soft launch anyway. Let me get my ugly face out of the camera and show you guys what's cooking. So hopefully you can see the screen nicely. We've got Sahith Theegala, 30-1 to win this tournament. We've got that each way, either between Bet365 or Bet Rivers. We've been cooking with those because we had so many second place finishes last year that the each ways really came in clutch. So that's what we're thriving for. That's what we're surviving for. But when guys win and we have the each ways, then we're cooking with gas, baby. Then we are cooking with gas. So Theegala has played here twice. He played here right after he won the Pro Core over in California in 2023. Finished 33rd. Not his best finish. Got off to a good start, though. Finished 11th after round 1 back in 23. Then was never outside the top 10. Look at this round by round stuff. You can see exactly the live position of the golfer every round. You can see where they were entering the round. It's delightful. It's absolutely delightful. Like he was within 3 or leading the entire tournament there, whereas in 2023, he was within 3 heading into the final. The second round. I'm getting my words all jacked up already, but we're going to have ourselves a good one here. So this is Sahith Theegala's Plantation Course at Kapalua. Let's take a look at what Sahith Theegala's got up to most recently. And as you can see here, we've got strokes gained everywhere. We've got live finishing positions. We've got how close they were to the lead and how many strokes behind the leader they were. Awesome stuff. We've got strokes gained totals. We've got the par of the golf course, the date, the golf course venue, all of that jazz. So in fact, we're actually going to go to the profile by event. Get Tom Hoagie out of here. We might chat about him later. But let's get Sahith back in the mix. And the best thing about it is we can take a look here and see his salary, his ownership, how many points he gained on the field last year for DFS, and his dollar per point for that event. It's freaking awesome. So last year, excuse me, he was $7,600. The year before, he was $7,300. This year, let's go take a look at the model. And he's obviously well up there now because he's Sahith Theegala now. He's the guy. So Sahith Theegala, $8,600. You know what I'm saying? So we can expect him to be a little better. He had him some high ownership early on in the year, but in 2024, it kind of went backwards a bit. So that's not too shabby. Maybe we go to Sahith this year in some DFS as well. But taking a look at what he's been up to most recently, and I will be adding betting information to this as well soon. Like the updates are going to be coming hard and fast, like Scotty Scheffler fastballs. If you go and listen to Fantasy Golf Degenerates, it was an epic show. Kenny hit me with some absolute gem of an opening there. It was one of the funniest shows I've ever been a part of in my life. So We've got some people in the chat here. Real Tail Ripper. Make sure you stay away from Tom Kim and wine glasses. Yes, sir. Okay, he was listening. On and M on my top favorites this week. Yes, yes, yes. We've got or jail. Stay away from jail. Tom Kim, yes. And then Tim with the most important comment of the show is hit that like button. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Retail came in late. Where is this data? This data is on rotoballer.com. Go check out my Maniac page. It's my Maniac subscription. Link is in the description below, in fact. But the caveat is, this is a soft launch. This is the beta version. I can't get this onto the internet right now. It's coming, though. Like, definitely for Sony, potentially tonight. We will see. But I'm using this on my computer. I just can't get it onto the freaking website right now. It's driving me insane. But that's okay. There's other stuff. The player summary tab is up there. So if you want to research some Corn Ferry Tour guys, DP World Tour guys, who have we been? I believe I had Jesper Svensson in a fantasy draft. I took him late in the rounds. Look at this guy. He's going to just be making cuts for me. Sucks in round 4. Okay, whatever. Does some solid stuff on the long courses. Makes a lot of sense. He hits it 319 yards. His driving distance is 7th of all the Corn Ferry DP World Tour people. Things are looking good. He dominates par 5s. He scores 4.54 on those things. And he tends to play his best golf when he's within the lead. He doesn't tend to play the best when he's within the lead, he scores about 1.3 strokes on the field. When he's leading and he's had 4 of those rounds, he kind of loses it a little bit. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is. So we've got his scrambling, we've got his all that stuff. You can click it, see what happens, blah, blah, blah. You can see all the different numbers on here. It's a really cool thing. He's not the best around the green, but he's pretty darn good when it comes to chipping from off the grass. It's actually better than his sand save percentages. So I got to figure out some stuff over here, but you got some really cool information that you can use when you are researching this stuff. So lots to like over there at Rotoballer, link in the description below. So Sahith struggled at the freaking Zozo. Finished 56th. Played nicely at the Pro Call. Struggled to end the year in the playoffs. It is what it is. Finished 6th at the 3M. 4th at the Scottish Open. 12th at the Memorial. 12th at the PGA Championship. So he's been throwing some good finishes together. Hasn't had that win. But like I said, we had that second place finish when we were on him here last year. So he's got some decent vibes around this venue. It's a putting contest. What does Sahith Theegala do? He putts his brains out. We take a look at his putting. Some seriously bad putting to end the year, but he at the 3M gained 4.5 strokes putting. He gained 5 strokes putting at the Genesis. He gained 6 strokes putting at the PGA Championship. So he has these spike putting rounds, and that's what we're looking for. So T-Dak knows, the Singapore Classic champion, Jesper. He knows, my man. He knows. So Sahith, he's got these spike rounds, 30-1. I'll take it. Let's go. Have a twisted T. If you are allowed those kind of things. Next bet, Benny on. Let's get Beyond Hong on in the mix over here. Show y'all what's going on. The winner of the Genesis Championship. No, not the Genesis Scottish Open. And no, not the Genesis Invitational. The Genesis Championship out in Korea. Beat Tom Kim in a playoff. Gained 14.65 strokes over there at $10,900 in DFS. Amazing stuff over there for Benny. Some good work. Finished 13th at the BMW Championship, 3rd back in May at the Wells Fargo, which will be the PGA Championship this year, by the way. So he's kind of struggled towards the end, but he gets off to some good starts over here. I mean, the CJ Cup, Byron Nelson, that's a longer, easier golf course, similar to this venue. We like that about him. Finished 4th over there. Finished 2nd at the Sony and 4th at the Sentry. This is like coming out party. If you take a look at what he was up to, the Scottish Open played quite nicely as well, but nothing too crazy up until then. You know, some good finishes. Had his first big time finish at the Scottish. Then the Sentry was a big boy event as well. Freaking bricked the 4-footer at the Sony while we were on him there as well. RIP to G Murray there, but maybe he can make Grayson happy this year and get it together for us. So he's obviously playing some good golf. We've got some spike performances, had a nice 13th place finish at the Open Championship. Love a 40-1 price tag on him. If we take a look at his putting, and I believe if we just filter on his putting by the best putting rounds, we're going to see a lot of 2024 here. The Olympics, Wells Fargo, 2023 Sony, so he likes these Hawaii type venues, and it's been good to see. Like, he plays well, very nicely at the Sony. Putted nicely at the SENTRY as well, one of his better putting performances. He's never been a good putter. Now he's got the broomstick. Now he's putting like a boss. So we fancy Benny on at this golf course in a big, big way. I've been hearing a lot of people speaking about spike putting rounds. If you can go nuts with the putting, I don't necessarily think we want to look for the putter. Why would you want a putting round when you can just look for a good round? You know what I'm saying? So let's go with Benny on again over here. And when you want to filter by that, all we're going to do is go click on the spike rounds and hit that button twice. And then we've got the Scottish Open, round 1. The American Express, a very easy golf course as well. So he likes to do all of the good stuff over there at the Scottish. He's got a ton of rounds where he's gained 6+ strokes. The Honda Classic, he typically plays well over there. We've got the Mexico Open at Vedanta, similar kind of a venue, some easy scoring. Got 5 strokes gained on the field over there. So he's got some spike potential. Let's take a look. Can we filter on this thing to 2024? We can. So in 2024, he had 1 round where he gained 6, 2 where he gained 5, and a multitude of 4s. So love to see that. A lot of it happened at the Sony, and he played quite nicely at the Genesis. So a lot to like from Benny on as well at 40-1. So that's what's cooking over there. Will you be able to keep track of your bets on there as well? Well, I can make a bet tracking tool. That's the beauty thing about what you get when you come to my part of the world. I can provide you guys with a template. In fact, I think we have it out on Twitter somewhere. I'll retweet it. Me and Spencer put one out that you can use to track your own bets. It's not going to be like a software situation. It'll be a spreadsheet. But all you do is you put your bet in, put the odds, put the name, boom, off you go. So lots to like about what we got for you over at Roto Baller. Beat Tom Kim so bad that he allegedly broke the door to his locker. Hey, again, we'll go to Kenny Kim on that and decide if that is in fact what happened on next week's Fantasy Golf Degenerates over on the Mayo Media Network, which we're on right now. So hit that like button, subscribe, please. Let's get us to 50K subscribers on Mayo Media. I know Pat would be a big fan if you did so. All right, so Benny on. Let's get him out of there. Let's pull up Akshay Bhatia. This is a bit of a FOMO bet. I'm not going to lie to you. If we take a look at Akshay's recent play, we kind of just really leaning on how he played here last year. And it was quite impressive how he actually did. So debut appearance heading into, let's actually go profile by round for Akshay, because then you can see exactly that 14th place doesn't quite do him any justice. If we click Plantation Course over here, you'll see how he played. So he was in 2nd place heading into round 4, so it was a tough situation. It wasn't the best for him, but he lost 4 strokes in the final round. Lost a golf ball around this golf course on the first shot of the day. Hit it over the bunker, the ball disappeared. So epic stuff, as you can see off the tee again. That was literally where he lost his strokes. That initial shot, he lost 2 strokes because you have to re-tee. That's just simple. So tough scenes for him. He was within 3 pretty much for the majority of the the weekend, and then finished 14th. So unfortunately, it wasn't the best finish, but this was still Akshay in his infancy. He then went on and won the Valero, I believe. So we've got Akshay doing wonderful things later on in the year. And if we take this out, we can see where he did the Valero, and he just went nuclear. He went absolutely, gained 21 strokes on the field. Incredible stuff. And he did not even with the putter. It was all ball striking. So he does good things at this golf course. He can spike with the putter here and there. He did nicely at the FedEx St. Jude, but it's been very intermittent. It's come sporadic stuff from Akshay. That's the thing. So I think his ownership is likely going to catch a bit of steam at this venue. So I think I'm out on him for that because the safety isn't quite there in a DFS world. But I like his upside. We've got a top 5 on him. We'll see what happens. But he's got miscuts, 64th miscut, some good finishes, then some bad finishes. He's either kind of messing with the lead or messing around on the weekend, not on the golf course at home because things were rough. So there's some interesting things going on with him, especially early in the year. Some really good on and off. I mean, miscut, T20, miscut, T20, 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 win. Tons of good stuff from Akshay when it comes to volatility. So if he's going to be high owned, I'm okay kind of taking a gamble on him not doing that, but we've got the outright, so kind of hedging our situation over there. Big fan of Akshay, some solid course history here. He's got some potential nice number as well, 40-1. So that's where we're going over there. We got Chris, my man, in the house. We got Cobes Shorts over here. What's going on, Cobes? How are you feeling about scramble teams on Underdog, especially since Scotty is out? Good question. Let's see if we can pull up. I don't even know if I have the Dog Dominator up yet. Let's go Googs. Dog Dominator. And yeah, she is. So this is the Dog Dominator. If you guys are looking to do some best ball stuff, this tool is in the link in the description below too, I believe. Or just go check out my Twitter profile. My Patreon is The Model Maniac. It's where you can get it. So what it does is it provides you with rankings for these golfers. It provides you with dynamic rankings. So as we go along here, I would not be drafting Scotty Scheffler. I've got him ranked 21st. So if you're going to take the number 1 pick, you're going to go Xander. You got the number 2 pick, you go Xander as well. So as you see, it goes along. Eric Cole gets adjusted from rank 3 to rank 1. You're not going to be getting him in the 12th pick, but as this goes along, it shows you the ADP. So we got Tom Kim, who's the 2nd ranked golfer now. So you can click him in there. You're likely going to find him around the 12th turn. Hideki Matsuyama taking a bit of an L with the current situation because it adjusts given your schedule. This box up top here, it shows you exactly how your roster is projecting. You can go to your projected schedule. You can change the guy's schedule right over here, however you think it's going to happen. And then it sucks in this information because what you're trying to do is getting 6 people to start at every single contest, every single tournament. There are 7 events in the first leg, the first round, and you need 6 guys. So you need 42 people in the top over here. So I'm just going to rattle off by ADP and just show you how it works. So let's go with Hideki Matsuyama, just for shits and giggles. Number 24 is going to be Tom Hoagie, but he fills a lot of holes for you. So let's go with Sam Burns instead. I want to show you how people do it badly and how this tool can show you that. So it does end on Wednesday night at midnight, but there are multiple other scrambles and multiple other best ball things coming up. So I will provide you with tools specific for each contest. I will figure out the situation, edit this, and if you've bought this tool, those updates are free to you. So once you buy this thing, you're going to be part of the community. There's a $5 membership fee every single month. That's what I help do with the updates and stuff over on my Patreon. But it provides you with all the tools for majors. I'm going to give you this for the one that starts at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. So you've got all of that stuff too. So I'll just show you quickly how it works. Let's go Sam Burns and go Cameron Young right over here. As you can see, we've got like 5 guys drafted. We've got no people projected in Mexico. We've got 1 person playing at the Houston Open. We've got 1 person playing at the Charles Schwab. We've got 1 person playing, I think, at the John Deere Classic. So we are in trouble. So if you're going to keep going down here, Russell Henley is 36th on the model here. If you are not clicking names that are bad and playing alternate non-signature event schedules, you're in trouble. So we go Russell Henley at 36. At 37, we're going to go Keith Mitchell. He finally gives us a Mexico Open. As you can see, he fills a lot more holes for you. 48, we're going to go Rasmus. He fills a lot of holes for you. At 49, we're going to go Matt Fitzpatrick. Not going to see a lot of changes there. But he does get a few more guys in there, but he fills up all the signature events only. And then at 60, we can go with Sam Stevens. Boom. So this is the model. So just by going off ADP, you still got a little lucky. You finished with 6 guys at least in each tournament. But if you kind of go off the adjusted rankings, which this tool provides you, you will optimize closer to 160. We've got guys in the Patreon account in the community saying +1. You've got 166 projected starts, which is exactly what you're looking for. So that's exactly where you want to go. Fun little Dog Dominator plug. I appreciate you guys for your time. let's get back to our regular paid programming and speak about some other people. All righty. So, in fact, we had one more question. How are you feeling? Yep. You were asking specifically, since well, yes. I am regretting having a lot of Scotty Scheffler, especially because I didn't have hardly any Xander in those first 100 drafts. So, womp womp. I feel like all of those Scotty Scheffler lineups are toast. You drafted Scotty round 6. So, I know I think the news came out. I went to Omaha. I just had bad timing being in Iowa. I went to Omaha to try and do this stuff. I did 47 drafts in a Starbucks, and Scotty never dropped past 4. I never drafted him one single time, but he never dropped past 4, not once. And now he's falling to the 6th round. Like, the news wasn't out quick enough. So unfortunately, it's nice to be able to do it and react. So drafting systematically, little bits at a time, I think helps you get a variety of different situations there. It's starting to catch a lot of steam. It is starting. I don't think it's going to overlay, but I don't know if it's going to fill either. It's starting to catch up. I mean, it was at 54% with a week to go, so it's filling up fast. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, exactly. The best ball is insane in pushing a huge amount of flow into the tournament. Exactly. I think I put so much time into this tool, so I'm glad that those of you that used it and are using it got the benefit from it. So Akshay was a bit of a situation where we kind of, FOMO, hoping for that upside, hasn't played the greatest. We kind of just going to leave him there to win this tournament. If not, it is what it is. Our next bet, though, JT Postman. Let's go, JT. I love JT Poston. I'll always type in PSOT, but we want Poston. So he's been playing some solid golf the last 2 times he teed it up, the Shriners and the RSM, 2 different kind of venues compared to what we're going to be seeing at the SENTRY, unfortunately. But don't stress, friends. If we filter on the Plantation Course at Kapalua in Hawaii, aloha, motherfuckers, we've got a T5 at the SENTRY last year, a T21 the year before, and an 11th place in 2020. So he kind of likes this golf course. He hasn't played badly. He can go nuclear with the putter. If we take a look at some of his best putting performances, let's filter on last year only. We've got 6 strokes gained at the John Deere, 5 strokes gained, 5.5 at the Shriners, 5.3 at the Memorial, 4 at the Sony Open, Bermuda Greens in Hawaii. A Charles Schwab, 3.75. So he can definitely get it going with the putter. And his approach game has started firing up too. The RSM, he gained 6.8 strokes on approach. I like the sound of that a lot. So he's doing some good stuff, doing some real good stuff. I mean, he plays nicely at the Sony as well. So he's going to be a great candidate to be playing at that golf course next week. And he was always highly owned over there, 21% owned last year. Likely, if he plays well this week, similar situation, if not more. So loves the Plantation Course, as we've seen over here. It's a delightful situation for him. He's typically never that high owned. This week he is what is his ownership? For Old Poston. Let's see, we're going to filter from Z to A. Over here, JT Poston is $7,600. So right in that same sweet spot that he's a little more expensive than normal, but we can expect the ownership to kind of be a little lower, I would imagine. Maybe the 2 recent rounds kind of get him up there again, but I think people thinking he doesn't have the juice to get off the tee will keep them at bay. So I like JT Poston at 45-1, baby. Let's go. You all forget about how golf works. People wait until the last second. I know. But it's 150 lineups, Darbo. That's the thing. You got to get them in early because it took me 9 hours to do 47 drafts, and I was doing 2 or 3 at a time. 2 or 3 at a time. So you've got to rock and roll. Who is next for us? So we're doing Engage 8. We are rocking and rolling. We are hitting this with the big stick. We got no one shorter than 30. It's all 30-1 and higher. Next up is Davis Thompson, the winner of the John Deere Classic. We got a bit of John Deere Classic overlay. JT Poston's the winner here. Davis Thompson, I was there watching him win. It was glorious. It was my major. I love the John Deere Classic. Played a lot there in golf in college in May. So not the best weather. Shot a couple 90s. Not going to lie to you, when it was 36 degrees for 36 holes all day. You're playing on the 10th hole. I had sleet coming into my eyes. I'm trying to look at the 10th green, and there's sleet flying into my eyes at the John Deere Classic. But that's okay. It wasn't that way for Davis Thompson. So he's going to do some good things for us over here. We want Davis. There he is over here. Boom Chakalaka. Event date recently. Kind of struggled at the RSM after making it through the cut. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get it together. That's not the most recent. There's the most recent. So T60 there, but played nicely at the Shriners. Got off to a bit of a rough start after his win at the John Deere Classic. So to be expected. It is what it is. But found some good form leading up to that John Deere Classic. The Shriners Open was a good one too. Both of these tournaments, I wouldn't read into too much results, given the fact that it was super windy when they were playing both of these events. The RSM and the Shriners were two very windswept events. So if you played well, good. If you played poorly, I'm not too concerned. It's, just blame it on the wind. So that's what's going on with him. Obviously, there's no plantation course to kind of go off of, but if we go to the Sea Island plantation course, it's also not the best. So it is what it is. That's okay. We like where he's coming. And by the way, this guy can putt lights out. At the John Deere, 7.44 strokes gained. That's not too shabby, my cuz. So we like that a lot in a big, big way. If we go to 2024 and filter on his putting, let's see what he's spike putting. Sony Open to start the year on some Bermuda grass, gained 4.3 strokes putting. Love to see that from DT. Valero Mexico Open, similar situation. Birdie Fest, putted lights out. Now, the last little while, if we just go and filter by his event date backwards now, take a look at this ball striking. Off the tee, RSM Classic, 3.5 strokes gained. It's just solid stuff off the tee. We're kind of losing it a little bit on approach recently, but gained 5 strokes on approach at the Shriners. That's some impressive stuff over there. So we're seeing like some spike performances with the irons. He's tidy around the greens lately, which is also important here. The 4 par 5s, you're not going to be hitting all those greens all at the same time. You got to be getting up and down. And you also got to get up and down on the drivable par 4. So that's 5 opportunities, basically 20 times, call it, roughly on just those 5 holes that you're going to be hitting chip shots around the green out of the bunkers, and then you're going to be missing 1 or 2 greens here and there as well. The green regulation rates here are 80-odd%, so they will be hitting them a lot, but it's okay. We like DT. He's going to do our thing. Debut appearance, 45, 50 to 1. Love it. Some each way placings. Let's just ball strike this place to death and get that Sony Open Bermuda grass rocking and rolling. By the way, as I go along this year, I'm going to be adding, I got to layer this information into the database, but I will be having Bermuda grass in this model soon. So don't you guys stress. I'm pretty close, but potentially by the Sony, I'll have some Bermuda grass for you guys. Kevin, my man, I'll have some grass for you. Don't you stress. Steve G in the house. What's cooking over here? Wait, you need to create 150 lineups for Underdog contest when you guys talking about, I thought you could max out. No, you can max out at 150, but that's the thing. It's like there's 100. Yeah, I guess maybe that doesn't matter. So it is what it is. Next up, friends. Next up, let's start moving along here. We have Max Griesemann at 50 to 1, making his debut appearance as well. Max Griesemann, by the way, was the most profitable top 5 bet you could have placed last year. If you take a look at his top 5 situations over here, we're going to filter from Z to A over here. Matthew McCarty, right over there, I guess. Max Griesemann too. Second spot, Xander in the lead. My bad. I wonder if this has got some random. I think I was missing a tournament or two from when Griesemann finished out at the WWT, but he also finished top 5 there. So impressive stuff. We'll see what he can get up to for us. As always, showing up in a big way for the top 5 market. He's been finishing inside the top 5 basically 1 in every 4 starts. Check at Xander. Basically, half the time he's inside the top 5. Insane stuff. So he's been doing some good work. The fun thing about this model is this gives you like a high-level summary, and then you can just go over to, once this thing's on the website, boom, check out everything round by round, filter on all the different stuff, go and have yourself a day. So Max Griesemann, I had him for a top 3 each way at the Worldwide Technology, finished 4th. Fantasticals. Not the best situation. Justin Lower eagled the final hole to take him out of the lead, out of the third wave cut. It is what it is. Life goes on. 2nd at the Zozo, 2nd at the Wyndham Championship, 2nd at the 3M. This guy is being top-ending things like crazy. 28th at the BMW Championship and the FedEx, he was 33rd. So the big boy events, not ideal. But if we're looking at putting, friends, if we are looking at putting, he gained 10.4 strokes at the Zozo, 7.4 at the 3M. He's one of the best putters on the PGA Tour by a landslide. If we take a look at his last 100 rounds on tour in this field, we take a look at his putting here. Filter from A to Z. So there we go. He is 4th in the last 100 rounds. Insane. We got Xander, Denny McCarthy, and Christian Bezuidenhout ahead of him. I mean, that is some impressive nameage over there. So we like Max Griesemann. He's got tons of length off the tee. He's a sexy option. He's going to get across the finish line at some point. He's a great best ball option too, because he won't be playing in the signature events. Guaranteed. He'll be trying to get his way in there, and likely could if he does some good stuff over here. So we like Max Griesemann. Get that putter going. Let's get him back in the mix here. I want to make sure we are talking about some good stuff on the Grease Dog. His off the tee stuff over the last little while has been solid too. Very consistent stuff going on over there, and he's sporadic with the irons. People are going to be looking at 5.5 strokes lost at the BMW Championship out in Colorado. It is what it is. Elevation, all that crap. Who cares? Griesemann also looks like he would definitely get into a joint if he was offered one too. So, now he's out of Colorado. He's in Hawaii. I guess it's the same thing. Not really. But some solid approach numbers in the last little while. 3 of his last 4 he's gained, particularly in the last 2, some solid metrics. The driver's doing some good stuff, and he hasn't necessarily been the high. 28% owned at $6,300 after a finished 2nd place at the Wyndham. 28% owned Max Griesemann. Wow. Fun stuff there. Woo. That's impressive. Very impressive. His ownership has been quite wild. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought at the Worldwide Technology Championship either at 10-4. So, and then he's 8% at the Zozo. Incredible. How does that happen? I guess it's pricing, but you know how it goes. All right. So Max Griesemann, 40-1, 50-1. Let's party. Now we're getting into some long shots. Jonathan Vegas, 175-1. Let's go. He is going to be on our card as a each-way option over there at 175-1. Does not finish inside the top 5, hardly ever. I mean, the only time he does is when he plays the 3M Open. That's when he plays well. But Johnny Vegas, he spikes with the putter too. He's very good on approach when he's hot. And fun fact, he's played at the Plantation Course and finished 7th in 2018. So I don't know if that means anything. Who knows how he was playing back then. But we do know that Jonathan Vegas plays some good golf. Maybe we can even look and see what he was getting up to back then. 2018. We're deep diving Jonathan Vegas. How did he start the year? So not necessarily that well, actually. Career Builder Challenge, where the heck was that at? What course is that? Let's see. We can figure out what course it is just by removing this. Oh, it was the Amex. Okay. So, yeah. Not necessarily playing the greatest golf to start off 2018, but he finished 7th at the SENTRY. So, putted nicely, solid off the tee, solid on approach. You know what I'm saying? 175-1. Why not? Top 5 each way. We'll take a gamble on Johnny Vegas. How did he end 2017? Not the best. Had a good... He's like so jumpy. T3 after 4 missed cuts. It's just like this guy. So 175 to 1, not the worst option. Then, next up, we're going to go with Jake Knapp. He was not playing golf in 2017, so we'll get him out of there. All right. Taking a look at the chat. Jake Knapp, though, 200 to 1. First, the chat needs to be addressed. Grieseman popped. Weather, long rough. I haven't taken a peek at the weather. We can do that. Let's do it. Where are they playing? Kapalua. Oh, boy. Kapalua, Hawaii. By the way, this is an authentic Hawaii shirt that I got on my honeymoon. Wednesday's looking windy as balls. Thursday's looking pretty windy. So that short game is going to be important. I mean, this wind is going to be howling. Friday, it dies down. So we're going to see some interesting golf. You're going to need a complete golf. Wow, Thursday's looking fascinating. We're going to see some seriously high winds on Thursday, the trade winds, and then it looks like it calms down considerably over the next little while. I guess I can move your thing out of here. Let's get you out of here, Steve. Why is it not changed? It's not letting me delete your name out of here. Okay, this thing is completely slowing down my whole process. We're going to get that out of there. Now it works, of course. So the wind looks crazy in round one. So I think round one showdown is definitely going to provide you with some interesting situations. You probably can lead into a bit more scrambler type guys, some harder scoring conditions. You know, if you take a look at this, we can go easy and hard, hard and hell. I don't know how hard it will be playing, but there's going to be some times, and the best way to actually do this is by round. You don't want to be looking at a golf course over the duration of the tournament because, like you can see here at the SENTRY, we're going to have easy rounds after this, but you want to make sure that you're getting round by round. You can see exactly when the round was easy, when the round was hard, and we've got all of that stuff here in this tool as well. So we're going to type in Jake Knapp and see how he's done in hard conditions, just to see how he can fare in round one. Seems like he's kind of been struggling for the last little while, but he's had an injury. So it's been an interesting situation for old Napster. But if we go round date and kind of filter on his most recent rounds, the RSM, he went nuts a few times. So he went berserk to make the cut. I think he had like 6 birdies and a double and a triple and another birdie or 2. He is a birdie monster. So we know he can do good things on easy golf courses. His best rounds have come at, more recently, they've been the Mexico Open. Obviously, this is a Mexico Open type event. Wide open fairways, easy to hit greens, longish golf course, can nuke driver, and you got to make putts. He's solid at doing that. You know, gained 4 strokes putting in round 3, and he absolutely went to town with approach numbers back then. When he's playing his best golf, he's hitting his irons well. So less water at this golf course. I think he's going to do just fine. He's been playing amazing golf. I'm a fan of Jake Knapp in a big way. 200 to 1. Let's go. Let's go. So we don't have a top 10 on him yet, but we're going to be placing that as an each way at 200 to 1. It's totally worth it. So just in case he does well, we want to make sure that he's doing that. But, you know, off the tee on approach with so much stuff at the RSM in that wind, it is what it is. So he can just survive round one. I think he's got a good shot at this golf course to do good things. All right. So those are our outrights. The outrights are Sahith Thagala, 30 to 1. Benny On, 40 to 1. Akshay, 40 to 1. JT Poston, 45 to 1. Davis Thompson, 50 to 1. Max Grieseman, 50 to 1. Jonathan Vegas, 175 to 1. And Jake Knapp, 200 to 1. And now we're going to go over to our little tool over here, which is on the website at Rotoballer. So I have some stuff. As you can tell, I've been doing a lot of crap for you guys. So just give me a break. Oh, boy. What did I do? Oh, Fun times. I filtered on interesting names here. So we got to go back to upside ranking. Work for me, please. Fuck. Okay, let's see if we can just rewind. Fun stuff. Oh boy. Fun stuff. All right. Debut appearance. Awkward stuff. It's okay. So anyway, I actually have this on Twitter. I'll fix this. It is what it is. Life goes on. Alrighty. I put this out here earlier. So here it is. These are our guys we're going to be going after anyway. So this tool will be fixed. It's just a quick fix. I'm not going to do it on the show. Xander Schauffele. We're doing minus 150. Tires paid in full at Bet365. That number's come back to us. Also with Xander, if you're looking to kind of do whatchamacallits, where you kind of looking to bet him outright, wait a little bit. His number always comes back to you in that department. So it's a good thing to do because this number's now come back to minus 150. So we like to go to Xander at 14% edge in the top 10 market. As we saw on the tool over here, let's go to our actual thing with Xander. He's returned you $600 betting to win 100 in 2024, and he's finishing inside the top 10 at 72% of the time. This is telling us that he is doing it. The implied odds is it's significantly less. I think it's like 66 or 63%. So when you go to minus 150, it gets even closer to 50%. So that edge is bigger. It's nice to see. Then we're going to go with Xander for that number over there. Where is he at? Yeah. Xander top 10, minus 150. Let's go. Next bet is Sam Burns. As you can tell, love the edge over here for a top 10. Sam Burns has been doing top 10 stuff like crazy as well. He's third in my model, grades out spectacularly well, got one of the better top 10 rates in this field at a 43% clip. Now, the problem is he's never played the best golf at this golf course. If we take a look at what Sam Burns has been up to the last 3 times, his best finish is a 19th. No dice there. But we like Sam Burns in a big, big way. So what you're going to be getting from Sam Burns is high upside. He's a great putter, drives the ball fantastically, good on Bermuda, been playing some good golf of late. If you take a look at his top 10 metrics, not a top 5 guy, a top 10 guy for sure. That's his best market. He's returned you $344 over there. Nice stuff from Sam Burns. We've got a big edge on Sam Burns of like 18% for the top 10. It's minus 110 for a top 20. So you're going to be laying 1.1 units to win 1. We're looking to win 1 unit every time. So we know that the course history is rough. We're also going to go to his best bet, a top 10. So we're only going to have to lay under half a unit to win a full unit on Sam Burns. So we're limiting our exposure while still providing us with the best chance for us to cash a bet that he's been the most profitable in, because golfers kind of flock to these ranges. As you can see, the top 5 market for him is not necessarily the greatest. Still grades out well because, I've got him some solid metrics over here, but, you got to be smart about how you're betting your guys. Then next up, we're going to be going to Wyndham Clark for a top 10, plus 275. Wyndham Clark, he finishes inside the top 10, 33% of the time. So 1 in every 3 starts, he's inside the top 10. He's awesome at upside. He putts amazing. This golf course is like LACC, but in Hawaii, and a lot easier. I think he's going to do good things. Wide open fairways, make those putts, Wyndham. Let's get you to the party. Plus 275 for Wyndham Clark. He's our guy. Nice edge there. And then our final bet for the placement market, and then we get into some DFS stuff after we do some betting on Wet 105. Some matchups, baby, using, which I'm assuming the matchup tool's also broken, actually. No, it's working. Okay, good. So we got some stuff going on for us. Good. So Taylor Pendrith, he's 6th in safety. He's 8th in upside. We're going to be going to him in the top 10 market for a plus 320 for Taylor Pendrith. He's returned you $233 in the top 10 market if you're betting to win 100 every single time. And he finishes inside the top 10 1 in every 3 starts. So we're getting some good odds there. We love those odds. The margin for error is Small at the top 10 side of things, but we're doing it 1 in every 3 starts. First time playing this golf course, he suits this golf course quite nicely. You know, he's a great putter, got tons of length off the tee. So those are 2 things that you're typically looking for and finding success with at Kapalua. So Data Golf's got him ranked 15th. We got him ranked 6th and 8th. DraftKings has got him ranked 26th. So there's a nice edge over there for TP. Woo! Take a breath, figure our stuff out, pull up Bet 105. So over at Bet 105, friends, go check them out. They are available in every single state. They have the best odds when it comes to spreads, golf bets, when it comes to matchups. I mean, look at all these numbers here. Minus 110, minus 110. You're not getting ripped off. If you take a look at golf bets matchup-wise, it's all like minus 115s, minus 120s in some spots. So as the week goes along, these also tend to get to like minus 105s. And my favorite thing about Bet 105 is they provide you with options to also do a thing where you can kind of, I think tomorrow they typically show up where you go and you can get like a handicap on these guys. So you go plus 1.5 and you get better odds. So you're pretty much getting plus money on your matchup. And most matchups don't finish winning by 1 stroke. You know, they win by 2 or 3 usually, especially when there's a cut. That's when those matchups make the most sense because you've got cut equity involved. This week, no cut event. It's not that big of a deal. So we've got some matchups that we're going to be using at Bet 105. Go check them out. If you deposit your first time there, you get a $25 bonus. And then using that bonus bet, if that bet loses, you get another one. So that's the awesome thing over there. You get a $50 pretty much sign-up situation over there. And if any of these odds are moving after we've placed them on the show, go and tell the customer support that you watched back 9 bets, and they'll honor you the odds that were on the show. This is how we're trying to grow this channel. This is how we're trying to grow you. Bet 105's amazing over there. Go check them out. Available in all 50 states. They are basically Pinnacle Sportsbook in a way. So it's a delightful situation. And if you take a look at like the football over here, we've got some really juicy odds. I mean, look at Cincinnati Bengals and Pittsburgh Steelers. Minus 104, minus 108 for the spread. You know, this is nice to see. You're not getting absolutely whacked. Jacksonville Indy, minus 112, even money. I mean, that is some delightful stuff, right? You can't go wrong with that. They pay you out ASAP. They've got round-by-round bets. We're going to be using them as our matchup situation. If we go over to the golf one more time, look at all these matchups. The thing about some of these other sports books as well, like they have limited matchup opportunities. So if you've got an edge and you want to bet someone, you can't do it because they don't offer you the matchups and things like that. And matchups, in my opinion, are the best bet to make because you're playing by the same rules. You're not playing against a sports book, especially when you get amazing odds like this. You are playing against the other golfer, literally the other golfer. And if your guy withdraws, you lose the bet. In a top 20, if your guy withdraws, you lose the bet. There's no other guy that can withdraw in a top 20 bet that you win. But in a matchup, if my favorite matchup I saw, Anya, is quite funny. They have a Tony Finau, Victor Hovland matchup. Tony Finau, Victor Hovland, the battle of the broken. Tony coming off a meniscus surgery. Victor Hovland broke his toe on the table. His pinky toe rocked it on the table leg. So if one of these guys WDs, if you're on the other guy, boom, cash that bet ASAP. That's my favorite part about matchups. And you can do that with a look how long it takes me to scroll with all these matchups that we've got over here. Incredible stuff. And I believe, take a look at this. If you haven't bet and you want to bet Xander, he's plus 750. It's the best number out there on Xander Schauffele, by the way. So Cameron Young, first round leader, 40-1. Let's go. We go over to the Maniac model here quickly. Pull up a round 1 rankings. Boom. Let's take a look. I spy with my little eye someone called Cameron Young right at the top of the board here. He's kind of struggled a little bit, but he's still 16th in the field, 40-1. He typically pops hard. if we go over to, I guess this is an even better way to do it. This way, go Cameron Young, and I'll have a player summary type situation where I can just do round by round stuff like this. This is just for Euro and PGA because it's using a totally different database, because it's nasty trying to pull this information together. I've got a nice situation where for the Sony, we're going to have round by round stuff nice and tidy for every single PGA Tour golfer. Also, people, this information is DP World Tour and Korn Ferry. We're going to be messing around with those events. In order to kind of be good at golf, you got to know all these jabronis. And we're going to dabble in DP. We're going to dabble in Korn Ferry. We're going to have ourselves a good time betting all these different tours. And they're going to be available in this tool. So it's going to be a fun time to figure out. Round by round stuff. Let's get Jake Knapp out of here. Let's get Cameron Young to 2024. And we're just going to go Cameron Young. Tidy him up over here. And we're going to go by the best strokes gain total for Cameron Young. And let's see how many round ones we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4 of his first 9. So he thrives and has 4.5 strokes gained in round 1 at the Cognizant, gained 5.6 at the Euro Dubai Desert Classic back in January. I don't even have the Euro where they played for Tiger out in Bahamas. He led after round 1. So add that to the mix. I don't put that in here. It's a 16-person tournament. Not doing that. But he is amazing in round 1s. Take a look at his round 1 scoring. I mean, this is easily his best situation. He's so much better in round 1 than round 2. So never, ever play Cameron Young for week-long stuff. He's always going to let you down most of the time. But he's finished inside the top 10 in 5 round 1s in 2024. So he's got 5 top 10s after round 1 in 2024 alone. Never mind earlier than that. So Cameron Young, top 40, 40-1 for a first-round leader. So let's get back to our Bet 105 situation here and check out some matchups. We're going to check it out. And by the way, you guys hit me up. I would not be playing any Matt Fitzpatrick. I'm not a big believer in Matt Fitzpatrick. He hasn't been playing good golf at all. It's not my situation. Love me some Korn Ferry. Yeah, I'm sure Tim Undercuss loves himself some Corn Dog Ferry too. Anyway, all right. Moving along. So I'm not going to go through every single one of these things. I've kind of plugged them all in. Look again. Look how much you got to scroll. Look at all these matchup situations over at Bet 105. So check them out. Please go do that. Use Cash App. Use Venmo. They are crypto. That's a nice thing too. That's why you can be in all 50 states. That's a beautiful situation. So Adam Scott over Sahith Theegala. Now, if you haven't bet Sahith to win the tournament, I would say anytime this value gets over 50, we're looking good. So I'm a fan of this bet. Were I not a fan of Sahith Theegala this week? So you can get Adam Scott at even money to beat Sahith Theegala. The model's telling us we like it. I don't know. I'm taking a gamble on Sahith. Now, Sahith Theegala, he's sporadic. You know, he's a great guy to go up against in a matchup because he can easily just blow his load in the first round and just be done with the tournament. So don't know where that phrase came from. Let's just pretend I never ever said that, but that's typically what happens. Happy New Year. Have a sip of Twisted Tea. So if you want to pick on another bet that, what was I doing? We got another Adam Scott bet against our guy, Akshay, which also, like we said, Akshay is very sporadic. You know, Adam's a bit more consistent. A nice thing about this tool is you can go in and you just freaking click Adam Scott, you click Akshay, and you can see how they've been playing together as you go. So you can research these things. You can use this tool. You can see recent form. You can see different type courses stuff. Awesome stuff. Taylor Pendrith over Brian Harman. I'm a fan of this. Let's actually research it real quick. Let's go by event. And we're going to go get Cameron Young out of here. And we're going to go Brian Harman. Let's go Harman. And we're going to go, who was it? Taylor Pendrith. All right. So over the last little while, how have these guys done together? we can take a look here. They've played in the same tournament, and Taylor Pendrith beat Brian Harmon at the BMW Championship. Brian Harmon finished T25 at the RSM. Pendrith finished 8th at the Shriners. So in their most recent starts, he's got him there. At the FedEx St. Jude, Pendrith beat Harmon again. So that's good to see. If we take a look at the next event that they played together, the Travelers Championship, Brian beat him at the Travelers. That course suits Brian a lot more than Kapalua. It's a short golf course. It's easy for him to succeed over there. Pendrith beat him at the US Open. They tied at the Memorial. When they played together at the PGA Championship, Pendrith missed the cut. It is what it is. It's a PGA. Pendrith beat Harmon at the Wells Fargo. So we're seeing Pendrith kick his ass a lot. We're seeing that take place. Valero Texas Open, again, another more positional type venue. Pendrith not going to be up on Harmon over there. Players Championship, Harmon as well, shorter golf course. But at venues that kind of make sense like this, we can see what happens. Harmon at this golf course as well, they actually played rather well. Back in 2018, he had a third, and then T5 here last year, but his golf game has been rather inconsistent, if I'm saying so myself. So we like Pendrith. The model likes him. He's been playing some great golf, minus 125. Let's go and do that. We're going to spam off a bunch of bets here. That is not the bet I wanted to make, but we're going to just bet Cameron Young here as well while we're at it. Okay, place that bet. And then we're going to go to, where's this Pendrith bet that we were talking about? Here we go. All right, minus 125. We're going to go $25 on that. Place the bet to win the 20 there. Beautiful. So notice that it goes to minus 126 because there's no person monitoring this stuff. It's automated. It's going to do that as you bet. Just tell bet 105. Hey, I want minus 125. But also, there's not that big of a deal. It's just one little bit. Let's go back to our Model Maniac tool over here, which is available on the Rotoballer website, where you can find the link in the description below. Yeah, he was a good underdog in the best ball streets for sure. He's been no, it's not in there. It's just a website. So just go to Bet 105 on your phone. You can just log in from there. Simple. Why do you want an app? You can just go to the web, just make it a little widget on your thing. Just save the address down. Moving along. Patton Kizzire over Chris Gotterup. This will be a fun little deep dive to figure out, yeah? Get these guys out of this situation. Kizzire. Click his name. And we're going to go Gotterup as well. We got to figure out Christopher Gotterup and Chris Gotterup. Okay, so we'll figure that out. But where these guys have played together, Gotterup beat Kizzire at the Shriners. No good. They played together at the Sandersons, and Kizzire beat him there. Then they played together at the Procore, and Kizzire beat him by a landslide. He won that tournament. Gotterup beat him at the Wyndham. Gotterup beat him at the 3M. All right. So what has happened? We've seen Kizzire kind of figure his stuff out since. Let's get Gotterup out of here. I just want to kind of take a look at. Ooh, I don't like this bet. I really don't. Even though Gotterup's kind of like hardly ever inside the top 20. Missed a lot of cuts early. Kind of seems to have found his groove, making some cuts in the crappy events. He's got tons of distance off the tee. I'm not necessarily, let's leave this one alone. Just because the tool tells you to go somewhere, you don't have to follow him all the way there. This is, you got to make your own decisions every now and then. Xander over Colin, minus 172. It's got such a massive, not going to bet that. Sorry. Corey Connors over Hideki at plus 117. My poor dog's underneath here. They got fireworks going off as well. Oh, my God. New Year's Eve. I hate fireworks with all my heart. Poor dude. Shame. Okay. Moving along. Wyndham Clark over JT Poston. Again, two of our outrights. Not going to be betting that one. Xander over JT at minus 138. I might take a nibble. we might take a nibble, yeah, because, dude, I'm not very passionate and I don't like confrontation, but fuck fireworks. Seriously, I agree, Kevin. It is one of the most obnoxious things in the world. The amount of fear that it puts into an animal's heart compared to the joy that you get as a person just watching the fireworks go off, it's brutal. Especially when it's just, and like, I don't mind the 4th of July. I'll dope him up. It's all whatever. It is what it is. But like now, randomly, he's just setting off fireworks over here. There's snow on the ground. Like, what are we freaking doing? So, my poor dude, it's okay. Xander Schauffele and Justin Thomas. We just know how Xander's been playing. But I'm going to pull up Justin Thomas here and show you. I feel like JT's been a little overrated, friends. I feel like he's been a little overrated. He's played okay, but he's not like Xander okay. You know, okay. If you take a look at what he's been up to, Zozo, T2, congratulations. Playing a random event out in Japan no one gave a crap about. Xander took like 4 swings under a tree stump, knocked himself out of the tournament pretty much immediately. It is what it is. But prior to that, BMW Championship, lost strokes. FedEx St. Jude gained 1 total stroke at the FedEx St. Jude. Had his best finish at the Open Championship, I believe. So shout out to JT at the Open, just doing a random deep dive on this guy. He finished 11th in 2019, but since then, that is his best finish, a T31. Like, he's just been terrible at that golf course. So we don't like to play Justin Thomas at those kind of venues, but that's okay. Where is the oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's do this again, yeah. Going back to Justin Thomas's recent form. Genesis Scottish Open, T62. 5th at the Travelers. Typically plays well there, does his thing. Did his thing with the putting. But look at this. His last 3 starts have been negative strokes gained putting. Negative strokes gained putting. And if we go to the Plantation Course at Kapalua, he's played amazing here. But last year he finished 25th. You know? Like, JT isn't JT no mo. He might be looking to make a comeback. He's also just got a kid in his life. I tell you, kids can throw you off kilter. I just got the notification. Can you start over from the beginning? An hour and 7 minutes into the show? Yes, sure. Let me go. Okay. Friends, family, fans, welcome to Back 9 Bets. We are not starting over. But I will have a sip of twisted tea for you, Hermit Tony. Happy New Year's, people. Please don't set off the fireworks. Oh, Phoebe came down to look after her brother. We've got the Phoebe cam going on. Take a look at that. Our girl looking beautiful over there. Don't mind my nasty ass study. There we go, Phoebes. Looking good, girl. All right, so back to Justin Thomas, as we've been trying to do here for a while. The Genesis Scottish Open didn't play the greatest. Memorial, not the best. PGA Championship played nicely in Valhalla, in Louisville. But still, only T8. Wells Fargo, T21. RBC Heritage played quite nicely. But, I mean, it's not been this. It hasn't been this. It has not been outside of the Zozo. 5th, 2nd, 9th, 1st, 15th, 13th, 7th, 8th, 1st, 2nd. It has not been that. Let's go. We're in. Bet 105. Go grab a Xander Schauffele over Justin Thomas. Oh, and guess what? Xander Schauffele at this golf course. Prior to the WD where he had a bad back, his debut appearance in 2018, I don't know if it was his debut, but the last time in our database, 22nd is what it is. The other results. From most recent, backwards. 10th, 12th, 5th, 2nd, 1st. You know? So we're going to go over to bet 105 over here. Minus 138. Let's hit Xander. Minus 172 over Colin. Not liking that a lot. Minus 134. So that is going to be where we go. Is that $26.80 to win 20? Beautiful. Place that bet. Off we go. I just placed a bet over Justin. Oh, fuck. Did I just bet Justin? I just I just bet Justin Thomas over Colin Morikawa. Where is the Xander Schauffele over JT? Here it is. What was I doing? Oh well, off we go. Let's try here. There we go. 27.60. We're somehow going to lose both these bets now, but it is what it is. We are betting Xander Schauffele over Justin Thomas, not Justin Thomas over Colin Morikawa. I don't like that bet at all, to be honest with you. Okay. We're in. Pending bets. And now, brace yourself. Pending bets. Folks, keep it simple. Rory McIlroy, 11-1 to win at Quail Hollow, the PGA Championship. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Rory McIlroy, PGA Championship, let's go. Let's go. Quail Hollow, he's won 4 times at Quail. He's won 4 majors. This is the pentinity. The holy pentinity. His 5th win at Quail, his 5th major. It's going to happen at the same time. That's what they call just a thing of beauty. Let's just go with that. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Moving along. Some more matchups. Bet 105. Go check them out. We're going to go down to Sam Burns over Hideki Matsuyama. Who's your mama, Matsuyama? Sam Burns. Let's take a look. We haven't even deep dived any of these guys yet. So we're going to go Burns and we're going to go Matsuyama. We're going to run them side by side here. Hideki. All right. They've played most of these tournaments together. Hideki was going, you know what? I don't know if I like this bet as much as it appears. I mean, Hideki's been insane the last little while. But so has Sam Burns. You know, they've just, I don't know. It's a close situation. I just think Sam's a better putter on these easy courses. You know, Hideki doesn't play well. He didn't play well yet last year at all. Sam Burns plays nicely at these easy events, but never played well yet. Let's just leave that one alone. We've bet Sam Burns for the top 10 already. It is what it is. I can't believe I fucking bet JT over Colin. God damn it. Player word association. You had to say the most actionable but simplest explanation about the value or expectation of the golfer. You would say Harry Hall is undervalued this week. Let's see. They do not have each ways, but they will have top 5s that pay ties in full. So just bet the bet and go to the each and then bet the top 5 as well. So I can ask them if they want to do each ways. You know what I'm saying? That way we can, because they are very adaptable to what they want your business. So we are here to make this a better product. So let me know. I can reach out to them. We can get some each ways rocking and rolling. Xander Schauffele, there we go. I don't like the Sam Burns over Hideki. We're going to just leave it alone. Let's go back to our oh, you are most welcome, Wheels Up. You're most welcome, my friend. Let's do that quickly. We got some ADD going on. Let's go take a look at Harry Hall, see what his situation has been like. Dirty Harry and the boys. So, I mean, look at this. We've got some really impressive stuff. He's missed 1 cut in the last 9 starts. He's gained over 3 strokes in 7 of the last 9. I mean, he's playing some good ass golf right now. Is old Dirty Harry. I mean, got off to a bit of a rough start to the year, but I mean, look at this. The ownership could be a potential problem, though. But he's from Vegas, so that ownership in Vegas makes tons of sense. I think he's got a lot of. He's probably played well there in the past as well at Summerlin. Yeah, the ownership at TPC Summerlin is going to definitely be the reason why. Obviously, has not played here before, so we're not going to have that available to us. That's okay. Yeah, I agree. $6,800 is very affordable. What's his putting situation like? I mean, you got to go back to the May Charles Schwab for him to have lost strokes putting. He's a great putter. He's not the best driver of the golf ball. Guess what? Doesn't matter at this golf course. What is his distance situation like? I've got a million different things open right now. We're just hanging out. Happy New Year's, friends. Happy New Year's. Fireworks have seemed to subside, so Big Boy's doing okay. I'm glad Phoebe showed up for some love. Also, when I fiddle with the ranking, I'm going to have to figure out how to get the Maniac placements a bit better. It's just a simple formula fix. We're going to be fine. How far down do we have to go to find Harry Hall when it comes to distance? Significantly. Right about the middle of the pack. Bottom of the pack. It's okay. He's not the best driver of the golf ball, but very good putter. That's his putting right here, right? And around the green. Yeah. So I like him a lot. I think $6,800 is a very fair price for him. As we said, undervalued. Also just came up with that word on the spot, like you said. Okay. Harry Potter. Hey, wizard. Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. We were listening to Harry Potter soundtracks while my wife was busy giving birth to our beautiful daughter. That's how freaky we are with all of that stuff. Great music to just relax to, though, by the way. You bet Harry Hall 7 times this fall. You've got a Harry Hall problem. Oh, boy. Woo. So, yeah, agreed. Lots of putting at this golf course. Real freaky. We're a freaky wizard, Harry. Great movies. Love Harry Potter. I'm giggling like I've had a million Twisted Teas. I haven't even got half through the first one yet. Clicking buttons to the wrong bits. Okay. So where else did we see any? Tom Hoagie over Cameron Davis at plus 108. Okay. Let's take a look. Hoagie and Davis. Cameron. I hate these names when they like that. Okay. It is what it is. So recently, Cam Davis, back in Australia, finished 6th. Good stuff. BMW Championship, finished 5th. And the Rocket Mortgage finished 1st. He's like a full swing guy, though. Those are very sporadic finishes. He started getting his game together. He started off pretty rough, if I do recall so. I mean, 52nd at the SENTRY last year, lost 7.5 strokes. Sony T30. He's here and there. I mean, but hardly ever. T12 at the Masters. He's going back to the Masters all of a sudden as well. But, I mean, to end the year, we didn't have that much after the Masters until he just won a tournament at the Rocket where he always wins. And then not much inside the top 20. And then the BMW Championship and the BMW. Guy win the all-time the BMW Award of the year goes to Cam Davis. How does he play at BMW tournaments? That's courses. We're looking for events. Okay. So it was just must have upgraded to BMWs back in freaking 2024. Got a BMW sponsorship. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, we got miscut either side of a T6, T5. So it is what it is. I like Tom Hoagie and I cannot lie. It's pull him up, yeah. He's usually my favorite guy to bet top 20s on. We haven't even spoken about Sangja M. All right. I'm now taking requests, friends. Can deep dive some guys, chat about some guys you like. If you want, we can also do some Corn Ferry Tour, DP World Tour guys on my cool tool for the Sony. But we'll also do that on the Sunday night research stream, which I do on Sunday nights on Back Nine Bets YouTube channel, not the show Back Nine Bets on Mayo. Back Nine Bets YouTube channel. We got 500 subscribers on there. Thank you for all of you that followed this week. I appreciate the shit out of you. Tom Hoagie started struggling a little bit in the final stretch there. Might have got himself golfed out, but T13 at the BMW, 7th at the Procore, 3rd at the Travelers. Bit of rough stuff. We'll just leave this one alone. It seems like I'm having a fetish about Tom Hoagie when I should not be. All right. Any other bets we kind of eyeing out here, Byron? Sam Burns over Corey Connors. Corey Connors is interesting. By the way, if we go over to the model, take a look at Corey Connors' situation here. Let's filter by top 5 bad outcomes. Corey Connors is top. Corey Connors. Okay, this is even more fun. There are 4 people in this field who don't have a top 5. Corey Connors is one of them. Harry Hall does, obviously Chris Gotterup does, and Bryce Garnett does. They all won alternate events, which aren't in my model. I need to add them in. I don't see alternate events as model worthy. They should be. So really, Corey Connors is the only person without a top 5 in this field. Can you believe that? But he finishes top 10 3 out of every 10 starts. Like I said, there's some guys that are just scared of the lead. Eckroat, Cole. You know, everyone goes nuts about Eric Cole. He just plays a lot. I mean, the guy hasn't necessarily done tons of stuff. So, all right. So what are you asking here? Do you recommend 3 ballers or should I stick with matchups? Hey, I like to do 3 ballers for my like farewell parlay where you throw them together. You can find some really good value on 3 balls as well. But I think if you're looking to grind out profit in a long run, a matchup is the way to go. You know, you're literally going up against one other guy. You can easily fade that one person. If you start fading one person in a 3 ball, the other guy can also still always go nuclear unless they're 2 really bad options. But I think matchups are always my favorite, you know. So we're going to really lean into them a lot more this year in the Discord as well, especially round by round. So that's going to be a fun time doing all of that. Okay. So yeah, Corey Connors, public service announcement. Can he finish inside the top 5? Upside rank of 19th, safety ranking of 9th. It's a big drop. Upside rank uses top 20, top 40, top 5, top 10 finish rates. Safety ranking uses top 20, top 40 stuff. Obviously, Corey Connors finishing inside the top 40, 84% of the time. Inside the top 20, basically half of his starts. No top 5s. Insane stuff. Boom. Wheels up, my brother. 3 balls like a GPP matchup is like a cash game. Exactly. That's exactly how it goes. So, yes. Love that. Okay. Back to the matchups. Sam over Corey. I don't know if I can do that. How's Corey played at this golf course in the past? That's what I want to know. He has never finished. Him and Sam Burns in the same situation. Ooh. Okay. Let's go find over at Bet 105, Sam Burns, Corey Connors. Minus 115, minus 105. Does it give it to us? Yeah, a 55. Yep, we're in. We are in it to win it. Let's go. All right. just to make sure we are betting the right thing, Sam Burns over Corey Connors. Yes. Okay. Place bet. Boom. All right. We're good. Let's go. All right. We got a Corn Ferry Tour nomination. Yeah. Frankie Kappen. Let's do that. All right. So just to recap our Bet 105 matchups, we've got Sam Burns over Corey Connors, minus 115. Xander Schauffele over Justin Thomas, minus 138. Taylor Pendrith over. Who was our guy we went Taylor Pendrith over? Brian Harmon. Taylor Pendrith over Brian Harmon, and those are the three. We've also got a Justin Thomas over Colin Morikawa, which I bet accidentally. So, yeah, we've got a random bet going on there now. Fun stuff. Luckily on this book, the juice isn't that bad. I could hedge out for less than you could at any other matchup situation. Not going to do it. We're just going to let it ride. See what happens. Maybe we middle a matchup somehow. But our main bets are TP over Brian Harmon, Xander over Justin Thomas, and Sam Burns over Corey Connors. Now, let's go take a look at Frankie Kappen, the third. Frankie Kappen. My captain, your captain. All right. Frankie Kappen, the third. Corn Ferry Tour guy. Loves himself a hard golf course. On hard courses, he's played 10 rounds, and he's averaging 2.2 strokes per round on these golf courses. Fun stuff. He's incredibly good on the par fives. 4.4 on par five scoring is very, very good. He's the number one ranked par five scorer. So venues with par fives, abso-freaking-lutely. His fairway green regulation rate is like 80%. Insanely good. He's not the best out the sand. You prefer to scramble off the grass for him. His putts per green is 1.7 or so. I'll get this nice and big for us. This is a strokes gain leaderboard. And this is, I need to do a better job of getting this tidied. Yeah. Let me get you out of here, Steve. But Frankie, when he's within 3 strokes, he's averaging 1.86. Do we have a profile for him? Yeah. I believe we could probably look at him here too. Yeah. So if we go easy scoring, I don't even know what I'm doing here. What he's round one stuff, right? He's a round one guy. Oh yeah, definitely a round one guy. So is he a first round leader, dude? Let's take a look at his placements after round one. What is his best? How many times did he lead after round one? We're going to hit the strokes gain total here. Get him in. And he's live, but he was at the Veritex Bank Championship. He found himself in first place after round one. At the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship, he finished second after round one. The Magnet Championship, second. So he's got 5 top threes in round one. So he's a round one showdown guy. He's a round one first round leader guy, I think. What does being good at hard courses tell you as an expected value? Hard courses is, I believe, when you're gaining less than, the scoring average is less than 1 under par. Hell is over par for the scoring average. And it requires a different skills. I don't know if about expected value, more so like course fit, skill set dependent, where like you're relying more on scrambling, on par saves, playing safer golf, not having to make as many birdies. Some guys just don't make, myself, I'm not a birdie maker. I'm a scrambler. The harder the golf course is, the more the long irons are. That's my jam. I'm not a good iron player. I'm not a good wedge player. So I need a more difficult venue where I can chip and scramble my way around a golf course a lot more. And that typically happens on the harder courses because that's just the nature of the beast. So Frankie in round 1 looked good. What's he done in round 2? No first place finishes. He's never been outside, I guess, the live position here. He's finished. He's been in second in round 2. Did Frankie win a tournament? Did Frankie win a tournament? Oh, yeah. So he won the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship and the Visit Knoxville Open. Nice stuff, Frankie. Oh, no. He lost in a playoff, I believe. His final position was second. So he had 2 runner-ups and a win. So that's how he managed to get himself over here. Interesting stuff. Fun. So this tool will be up here shortly. But this page is available on the website right now for the KFT and DP World Tour guys. So Frankie, as a summary, first round leader on hard courses in particular. And then he's just good on pretty much every other venue, but his skill set is like very good for hard courses. I think also typically Wheels Up, like hard courses are longer courses for the most part. They have thicker rough usually. So if you have tons of distance, like he does, 312 yards off the tee, he ranks distance-wise middle of the pack. So good stuff. But like, I guess being such a good par 5 scorer, you know, that's where you make your birdies on the hard golf courses. So, you know, when you have limited birdies available to you, par 5 scoring, boom. So nice stuff. Nice stuff. But friends, family, fans, look at that beautiful Phoebe. This study is a mess, but it looks good on camera if you take away Phoebe. I appreciate all of you. Happy New Year. Let's have a good one. It's 2025. Let's go into it. Let's have a banger. Let's make New Year's resolutions that you can stick to. Make them small, make them attainable, make them things you can check off all the time. Love your loved ones. Dream big. Phoebe's awake from dreaming now. And let's have a great year. All right? I appreciate every single one of you. I'd appreciate you even more if you signed up to Rotorball in the link in the description. That'd be amazing. Use code MANIA. Get yourself 10% off. Turns into like $200 for the full year. You get all my stuff. I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to do this full time now. The more you guys sign up for me, the better. You can come hang out in my Discord. We can chat even more, provide feedback to you guys. We can do the bets. It's going to be an amazing freaking time. I love you all. Yes, hit the like button on the way out. Please and thank you. We will see you guys on the Sunday night research stream on Back9Bets YouTube channel, not Mayo Media, Back9Bets YouTube. And we're going to have a good old time over there researching the Sony. This tool's going to be in full effect. We're going to have it running on steroids for you. So it's going to be a fun time. Real Tail Ripper, once the wife approves you'll be signing up, I would say send me her number, but I don't think she'd approve of that either. So, you know, just sneak it off. You hit a few good ones, just get in there, you know, do your thing. So the fireworks have stopped. Thankfully, the big boy's chilled out. So he's doing good right here on my foot. He's been laying by me the whole time. All right, friends. Happy New Year's, Merry Hanukkahs, and we'll catch you guys on Sunday night. Peace.